Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. And in today's video I'll be discussing why for probably I'm not quite certain when this will entirely begin, but for a fairly decent stretch of time the Democrats will basically lose every big national election or seriously struggle. Probably for like a decade or so. But I'm gonna try to do this fairly quickly. I went to the hospital today. That wasn't fun. I had like a allergic reaction. But yeah, I want to get some sleep. But basically, a lot of this would be due to a lot of this shift in long term. In the long term, this will probably actually help the Democrats, but it will cost them a few presidential elections within probably the next. They probably won't start winning again for another, as of right now, 15 or there after the shift. I think that 2024 is still in play for them, but after that, between 2028 and probably 2040, the elections are essentially almost assured to go to the GOP. Now, the reason for this is, looking at this map, what we're going to see is a lot of these states, like the Democrats hardly carried, or Joe Biden hardly carried Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. We're going to see black voters moving out of a lot of these bigger cities in these states and shifting or moving to the south, shifting it to the left, which will, in the long term, yes, be very good for Democrats. We'll likely see North Carolina flip blue by 2028, due to other shifts as well. Probably Texas flip blue by 2028. They honestly could probably both be lean, as well as Georgia. And then we'll probably see a lot of states, and this is probably by 2030, 2036, I guess, be significantly more competitive. I think we're probably going to see Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin may be likely. They're going to drop significantly in their black population. However, we're going to see states like Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, growing in their black population, which will likely help the Democratic Party. So we'll probably see, well, maybe not Minnesota, but we'll probably see this entire region shift away from them. We'll probably see Illinois slip down to likely, potentially even lean. However, they will significantly improve in the South. We could, but what's going to happen is for a fairly decent chunk of time, I feel like there's probably going to be a decent chunk where the Rust Belt isn't quite as red yet, and the South isn't quite as blue yet, and we see something relatively similar to this-ish, something like this, regardless of Texas, North Carolina, not necessarily those, potentially by 2028 or 2032. Probably this will be, at least within this region, we'll probably see Colorado shift to being safety, New Mexico, Arizona, lean likely, whatever, but particularly over here in these regions. And this will obviously hurt the Democrats in these elections. And then after that, we'll still see black voters moving out of this region, the Rust Belt, which will definitely hurt the Democratic Party in the Rust Belt. They'll probably lose Michigan lean, probably lose Wisconsin likely. However, they'll significantly gain ground in the South, and it will definitely help them. Long term, we're probably going to see this entire region, this Rust Belt region, shift heavily to the GOP. Probably we could very well see this. However, states like Louisiana and Mississippi actually flipping for the Democratic Party. States like Alabama, shifting significantly to the left. I don't think that Florida's really going to shift. But this is obviously, I feel like this is a fairly well-known thing, obviously, but this is kind of just my explanation of it, I guess. And this is going to seriously hurt Democrats for a very long time. However, eventually they will have this shift sort of toward them, and eventually this entire Rust Belt region will probably flip and be incredibly safe for the GOP. However, actually, we're going to say first off, but we're going to see vote shares in a lot of these areas decrease substantially. We're probably going to see, electoral votes in these states decrease substantially. We'll probably see Ohio go down to like 11 by that time. Probably Wisconsin down to like 6. Michigan down to like 9, 10. Pennsylvania down to like 13, 12. Illinois down to like 14. So we'll probably see this region drop significantly, whereas the South will grow. Also, South Carolina is probably going to be leaner likely, whereas we're going to see the South's electoral votes grow, like, or the 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 total of electoral votes grow substantially. We're probably gonna see Texas grow, Georgia, North Carolina, maybe Mississippi. We're gonna see a lot of these states growing substantially. In terms of their electoral vote count, we'll probably see Virginia shift up to safe. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. Stay tuned for my next video. Please comment your suggestions down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.